Automation is taking a huge rise, and coming years there would be a lot of investments, especially into defense projects. Automation and in fact the robotics are going to grow quite big.
What are the changes that are coming in the tech job market which has made this curriculum redesign so urgent and so significant?
The IT industry is actually evolving very fast. Tech giants like Google or the Amazon, they look for the students who are problem solvers. The entire industries are changing. So it makes it almost compulsory for us to look at the curriculum, ensure that our curriculum is also in line with the changing trends of the industry.
According to you, who can be an ideal student who would want to take up a B.Tech program here at Mangalam University? Hello and welcome to today's podcast. I'm your host, Sharmila Feroz. Artificial intelligence is no longer a buzzword. It is redefining how we live, how we work, and how we even learn. In this age of AI and automation, traditional engineering education is somewhere taking a back seat. And today, in this podcast, we are going to talk about that one university which is taking the charge to rethink and redefine the B.Tech program in the AI era. Joining us today is Dr. Pankaj Aggarwal, the Dean of School of Engineering and Technology, who would be discussing and sharing his insights on the revamped B.Tech program, which has been specifically designed to future-proof the students for the ever-changing tech world. Welcome, Dr. Aggarwal.
Thank you for being.
The first thing I would want to ask, let's look at the big picture here, is what are the changes that are coming in the tech job market which has made this curriculum redesign so urgent and so significant?
So thank you, Sharmila. So today's industry, the IT industry, is actually evolving very fast. It has never been so fast, especially with the advent of automation in the industry, the coming of rise of generative AI and the large language models. Though the companies, industries are looking for students who are tech ready, who are ready to apply the different technologies, especially the AI-enabled technologies. So they need people who are absolutely ready for the industry. And with so many changes around us and the way the entire industries are changing, so it makes it almost compulsory for us to look at the curriculum, ensure that our curriculum is also in line with the changing trends of the industry. So that has made us give a thought process again. In fact, we changed our curriculum in 2023-24, but since last 2 years, a lot of changes has happened. So that's the reason why we thought of making a change in the curriculum.
Right. So when we talk about making the changes in the curriculum, so what exactly can students expect from it? Like, will they start coding from the very first semester? How is it going to be different from the traditional engineering education?
Yeah. So in fact, when we talk about any curriculum of today, so there are a lot of important components which are required, which should be in line with the industry. For example, the programming part you talked about. So we ensure that the programming which are actually required in the industries, the conventional way of teaching C, C++, or the conventional programming languages, we have absolutely removed from our curriculum. So the two most important programming languages today are Python and the JavaScript. The most of the jobs are there itself. So we ensure that both the programming languages are taught in the current semester, in the first semester itself. So the students are learning for the Python programming. They started with the basics of web development, including JavaScript from the first semester. Then they would be doing the React.js in the second semester. They would be actually covering the entire full stack development with MERN in the first 3 semesters, understanding that most of the jobs are into web development. Then they would be also covering the Java programming, where the OOPS concept would be covered. Not only this, there are many courses which are actually important from the industry perspective. For example, we have included the machine learning, which is again one of the domain areas. We have included cloud computing as such, again, which is again a domain area. We have included the mobile computing. We have included the generative AI. Apart from this, we have also ensured that student focuses majorly on the projects and internship. In fact, more than 16% of the overall credit that we have in the curriculum is actually focused on the projects and the internships, because that is what exactly students require to do, because that is where the students would learn the entire cycle of the development. So that is one of the major focus areas of us. Other than this, competitive programming is again a very key component in entire curriculum, where we have kept 4 modules of 2 credits each, where the students we would be helping the students to understand how to do competitive programming, because ultimately all the product companies or the tech giants like Google or the Amazon, they look for the students who are problem solvers. So they need competitive programming. Apart from this, we have also ensured that students are focusing on the other discipline-specific electives. All the specialization programs have specific courses which are required as per the requirements of the industry into specific domains. Yeah.
That's great. Dr. Aggarwal, what sort of key skills can students be looking forward in this curriculum, in this program?
So I'll tell you, the industry today needs a student who knows many technologies. So those days have gone where the students have excelled themselves into single technology. Especially, I told you, with the advent of generative AI and large language models, where the industries are shifting heavily.
Right.
So, I mean, the industry needs people who knows multiple technologies, who can collaborate these technologies and start solving the problems. And that was the major thought process for us. So we ensured that these students become good problem solvers. So that's the reason why we have included projects. And every year, the students are making up projects. Not only this, we ensure that even the assignments that we give the students, even the lab assignment that is given to the students, they are actually problems. They're not just conventional write-up program kind of thought process. So the students would be actually focusing more on solving the problems, because that is what he is required to do in the industry for his careers. So the problem solving is one, then obviously the creativity is again one aspect. So that is where we are actually starting with something called a maker's lab in the design thinking kind of concept. So where the students would not only be able to design the thought processes of AIs, the ideas can be converted into a software product, and then they can be converted into real product. So again, the idea was that let's make the students focus more on their entrepreneurial skills. Because in the first year itself, the students can come up with good ideas and they can actually come up with good thought processes. Again, the competitive program, as I've already told you, that is one again key skills which is required in the industries. And then the specializations, all the specialized programs, we have ensured that there are 7 to 8 subjects which are specifically related to the specializations and followed by projects. So the overall idea is students should be problem solvers, students should be able to collaborate and should be able to integrate the different technologies, especially the AI-related technologies. And that was the entire focus of the curriculum. Yeah.
All right. You spoke about the maker space.
Yeah.
How has this been introduced into the curriculum?
So, I mean, we are introducing this particular program course, in fact, from 2025-26. In fact, the 2 concepts have been created. One is the design thinking prototype, where the students would be learning to design the concepts through a software, softwares like Figma or CAD/CAM. So students would be able to convert his idea, entrepreneurship idea, any idea that comes to his mind, into a software product first, right? And then in the maker's lab, he would be actually doing the things, where he would be using the 3D modeling, using 3D printers, he would be using laser printers, he would be working on different technologies, where he would be able to convert that particular product into a real product, something which can be showcased. So that was the overall idea of Maker's Lab.
All right. And so what new specializations are we introducing in this curriculum?
So specifically, we're introducing, in B.Tech, we're introducing AI and robotics. Again, as I've already told, that automation is taking a huge rise. And coming years, there would be a lot of investments, especially into defense projects, automation, and in fact, the robotics are going to grow quite big. So AI and robotics is something where we are trying to see that students are able to get the right amount of skills. And we have actually collaborated with one of the industries, robotic industries, called Edward Private Limited, based at Greater Noida. And we're also in collaboration with IIT Gandhinagar, so who would be designing the curriculum of this particular course. So this is one. Again, in MCA, we are introducing the cybersecurity, as well as we're introducing AI ML as one of the specializations. In BCA, we have introduced cybersecurity as one of the specializations. So these are some of the specializations that we have introduced from this particular year.
Dr. Aggarwal, in today's world, in academics, it is very important for students to have industry exposure. We always talk about how important it is for the students to have first-hand market knowledge before they even step into their placements or even internships for that matter. How has this curriculum been designed where you are able to get the industry to the classrooms directly for the students?
So one is that for all the specialization programs, so the curriculum and we have collaborated with the industries like IBM, Microsoft, we have Imagine XP, we have companies like EC Council. So, I mean, the industry trainers or industry professionals come directly to the classroom. So, they are engaged in teaching in the classrooms. Apart from this, we hold regular master classes from the tech giants and from the people who are from the industry. So, I mean, the student gets an opportunity to learn what exactly is going in the industry. We are very active with the alumni network. So, alumni come and interact with the students on a weekly basis. Apart from this, we are also ensuring that the students get an opportunity to participate in various hackathons and various places where they learn from the people outside this world. So these are things where the industry and industry internship is again one of the key components of ours, where the students goes for a summer internship. So we're starting the internship from the semester 3, semester 5, semester 7. In fact, in semester 7th and 8th, the students gets an opportunity to do the entire 6 months of internship. So, I mean, it's all about if the student gets an opportunity to industries, they are able to get back what exactly is required. So the focus here is absolutely on the internships from the industry collaborations, and that's what we have making the changes in the curriculum also accordingly.
Okay. When you're talking about internships, how is this B.Tech program been designed in order to make the students more employable?
So employability again is the key focus area of any curriculum. So our curriculum is again focused majorly on the employment. So we have a full-time career development cell. So they actually have inducted certain programs starting from the semester 3rd. So the soft skills, we have a module on soft skills. We have a module on where they verbal abilities and their soft skills are improved. We have modules on aptitude skill development. We have modules on where the students are taught about how to face the interviews, the technical part as well. So I mean, we have 4 modules actually of 2 credits each starting from semester 3. And the last in the 6th semester actually, the students go through the entire cycle of a placement drive where the student learns how exactly interviews are held. So the student goes through the mock interviews. The entire process actually gets covered. Other than this, we do hold summer boot camp programs in the 6th semester and the 5th semester as well of 1 month each, where the students gets an opportunity to learn what exactly and how to prepare themselves. And specifically what our companies are coming. So we prepare the students according to the companies. So, I mean, the focus areas, so not only these programs, the projects, the internships, so everything actually helping the students to prepare them from the employment perspective. And there are many courses also which are absolutely in line with the requirements of the industry. For example, we have courses on mobile computing, we have courses on cloud computing, on machine learning, on generative AI. So these courses are absolutely designed in such a manner so that what is required in the industry. And we are not covering the curriculum or the syllabus in a very conventional manner. The contents which have been covered are very specific to what exactly is in line with the requirements of the industry. So I think we are trying to do whatever efforts can be done from our side.
All right. According to you, who can be an ideal student who would want to take up a B.Tech program here at Mangalam University?
See, ideally a student has to be focused, right, according to me. If he is focused and if he is willing to learn, so I think any student would be doing great. So if a student is just coming for the sake of a degree, for a piece of paper, or so, I mean, that is not the right way to look at the program. So, I mean, students who are hungry to take up, because whatever we can do from the curriculum perspective, from the teaching learning perspective, we are doing our part. So, student has to reciprocate a little bit. And if he's doing that, even his 50% of reciprocation could do wonders for the students. And that's what we are looking for, the students who can actually at least respond back, at least follow the steps that we are giving them, follow the path that we are showing them.
Right. But apart from focus, I think they also need to have a very keen interest in the generative AI and all these emerging technologies.
Must. That has been a must. Right. Whether a student is doing any course today, so a time has come where the student has to be, he needs to explore many technologies, especially the AI tools, especially the LLMs, especially the generative AI. So as long as students are exploring, as long as he is finding some kind of skills, and those skills, if he is applying in some projects or some way, then it is always used for the students, obviously.
Okay. Dr. Aggarwal, one last question before we wrap up this podcast. Would you please tell the young aspirants and students any piece of advice, even their parents for that matter, about why they should be joining this B.Tech program and how this can be proven to be very successful for them?
See, I have a very simple message to the students and as well as parents. Your parents are investing huge amount, right? So be focused first of all. And then when you're coming to Mangalam, you can be assured that whatever efforts are required to make you and to keep you in the right path, we are doing that, whether in terms of the curriculum, whether in terms of teaching, learning. So the only message I'll give to the students that be hungry, you must have a thirst to learn and leave it everything to us. We would take care of your aspirations.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Aggarwal, for joining us today. It was very good to know that how you have put in the efforts and a vision to revamp the B.Tech program for our students, and also a sigh of relief for the parents who will be sending their kids here, their children here. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for taking out your time.
Thanks.
Thank you. To all our listeners and aspiring students, if you want to know more about the new revamped B.Tech program, log on to www.krmangalam.edu.in. Until next time, stay curious, stay future ready.